It's important to remember the following point. Even though Matanot Levyonim, the gifts that I give the poor, are specifically designed for doing the mitzvot on Purim, and especially the mitzvah that is called Seudat Purim. The Seudah, the meal that we have to eat on Purim, as an indication that we are filled with joy about what is happening. Nevertheless, we don't really have to look into the matter of the of the poor person and what he intends or does not intend to do with the money. After all, there are many poor Jews who demand and deserve our support, who are not interested in mitzvot. And if they come around on Purim and they ask me for support, do I give it to him? If Matanot Levyonim are specifically designed for people who are supposed to, Matanot Levyonim are designed for people who are supposed to do the mitzvah of Seudat Purim, and you suspect that the person standing in front of you is not going to do that mitzvah, but he may either hoard the money or take it and use it for some other purpose that has no connection to the Seudah, to the meal of that day, then what should you do? I think it's probably true that if the option exists to give the money to people who you are absolutely certain will be keeping the mitzvah of Seudat Purim on that day, then that's to be preferred. But if you are not sure about that, and you have people standing before you who certainly are poor and limited in their means, and might use the money you give them to do the mitzvot on Purim, there doesn't seem to be a specific need to look into the matter further. You don't have to find out what he actually intends to do with the money that you give him. But you're Mekayim the mitzvah, you fulfill the mitzvah Matanot Levyonim with nitina, with giving the money to the poor person. And we hope that the poor person will use the money that he gets or the food that he gets in a proper manner. The proper manner meaning to use for the Seudah. So that if it's possible, and you can give the money to people who you know will do the mitzvah of the Seudah, and that they are themselves distressed about the fact that they can't afford it, that's certainly a good thing to do. But even if you have to give the money to people who are not clearly or obviously going to do the mitzvah of Seudah on Purim, there's no need for us to check and to look into the matter or to demand that the poor people act one way or the other. We can assume that they are poor people, and by giving them the money, we gave them the opportunity to do the mitzvah of a Seudah, and that is sufficient.